Taclean a un adulto mayor durante la carrera de colores en Huamantla, Tlaxcala. En redes sociales denunciaron a un miembro del staff de la carrera de colores en Huamantla, Tlaxcala, por agredir a un adulto mayor justo antes de que llegara a la meta. El gobierno municipal se deslindó de lo ocurrido. Los reportes en redes sociales mencionan que un miembro del staff vigilaba que los corredores no inscritos en la carrera de colores cruzaran la meta. Al ver que un corredor de edad avanzada no tenía su identificación de participante, le estiró el brazo para detenerlo y el adulto mayor cayó al suelo. Las imágenes causaron indignación y el gobierno municipal de Huamantla publicó un comunicado para deslindarse de lo ocurrido, asegurando que la empresa privada Zona T se encargó de la organización del evento. Por su parte, el alcalde Salvador Santos lamentó lo ocurrido y manifestó que no se va a proteger a nadie. Tras los hechos ocurridos en la carrera de colores en Huamantla, don José, el adulto mayor que corría en la carrera de colores y que fue golpeado el día de ayer, pide que se le apoye con los gastos del doctor ya que se lastimó su hombro. Le sacaron radiografías y no podrá correr en un maratón que tenía programado en la Ciudad de México.
This is one of the craziest things I've seen. This so-called organizer tackled a competitor because they did not allegedly have an ID present. Here is why this is not only dangerous, but flat out stupid. Now, to be clear, we have seen stupid before, okay? This runner knocked water bottles off a table to, I suppose, give himself a competitive advantage.
The police. I'm going very slowly. No, I can't get out.
You can't get out anyway. It's closed.
Right, excuse me, I'm a police.
Fucking unbelievable.
Listen.
You're breaking the law.
I have tried to get out every which way. Well, you're just going to have to wait here. I have a workshop in Oakhampton. I have had no information at what time I need to get
Don't be
out.
so stupid. You're going to kill someone if you
I went very slowly.
Don't you move like anything. Stay there.
Well,
A car once drove through a marathon. With the original post, some commenters weighed in. The most correct thing was to carry a card and show it to the competitor who did not meet the requirements to participate in the race. By blocking the elderly person, it could have caused a serious spinal injury, which is absolutely true. A blow to the head or a heart attack, you must report it. Another would weigh in. Regardless of whether the gentleman was registered in the race or not, in the end, they weren't going to give him the benefits, let alone the prize if he won something. But that's no way to stop a man. It could have hurt him much worse. Let him cross. And in the end, you approach and talk to him. One more. Things to comment on. The dude doesn't have a number, so he can't even finish the race. The guy from way before, you can see he's signaling him to stop. The dude ignores it and keeps running until he crashes into him. The dude falls purely from inertia, not because he's tackled. Don't F around, people.
Oye, ¿qué te pasa? Dale el teléfono. Lo tiró, lo tenemos grabado.
The internet sleuths seem to have identified the alleged organizer as Ricardo Romano Corona. He gives pieces of analysis on sports via his own social media. I echo what those commenters said, because what I see right here is an own goal. I gotta be honest. If someone is gonna jump into a race, we have enough information at this point to know wherever they may finish, okay? Could be first, could be 50th, could be 150th. It does not matter. We have enough data. We have enough information, whether it is through signups, this person allegedly not having the proper identification, a number. What was that movie? Girl Next Door. You got to know if the juice is worth the squeeze here, man. You got to know. This juice was not worth the squeeze. Plus, this dude looks older. Hypothetically, okay? Hypothetically. This organizer jumps in. He tackles this dude or prevents him from running. And if you have seen the runners at the end of a marathon, half marathon, I don't care. Look at their body language. I mean, look at their bodies. They're exhausted. You could see it through the gallons of sweat. You could see it on their faces. You could see how slow they're moving. This is, in my view, a dangerous, violent act against someone who could very well be in their mid to late 60s by preventing them from continuing their stride, getting in their way, impeding where they are going, and then falling to the ground. This man could have broken a hip, as we have seen, unfortunately, too many times. His head could have snapped back. From what I saw, it looked like it was like pavement. He could have suffered a concussion. He could have suffered internal bleeding. You have to think of these things and then come to the conclusion, is this the right thing to do right now? If an organizer wanted to even talk to him and jog with him because he wasn't going very fast, I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that. But doing this to someone who's long in the tooth? No. What needs to happen is we need more information about the runner. We need more information on if this guy was even an organizer, if he was a staffer, if he was a helper, an assistant, an intern, and he took matters into his own hands, because if he did, and no policy should call for this, he should not be in that position. It seems quite simple. If you are going to do this and get in the way of somebody who's 65 and try to make a mockery out of them, that is something that I cannot stand for. And I don't think anybody should stand for. From what I saw, he's a sports analyst, sports journalist. He just does like some content creation on the side. I saw he talked about the World Cup and all that jazz. Don't do this. If you are ever in this position, do not do this. Because not only will you be absolutely hated, but it is the wrong thing to do. It is morally unjust to potentially injure somebody by doing this. It's preposterous. So to that runner, I'm sorry. I wish you the best of luck going forward. And for that organizer, he shouldn't be in this position. So maybe revoke it. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.